Hola, ¿qué tal, chicos y chicas? I'm back with another video, and in this one, I'm going to be talking about 8 gifts that you can get someone in your life who is a language learner. Or if you're watching this video for yourself, maybe you get yourself a little something for the holidays. Okay, the first one, and this is going to be a short video because I'm just going to go through them real quick. The first one is an e-reader. So I have my e-reader right here. Sorry, it's plugged in. So this one's a Kindle that I bought for myself. It's pretty good. It's kind of like the industry standard, it's probably the most popular. But honestly, I kind of regret it a little bit. I wish I would have gotten the Kobo. After I already bought my Kindle, I did a little bit more research, and I mean, you can do some of the research yourself, but I just kind of like the features that the Kobo has a little bit better, and I also like that it's not linked with Amazon because F Jeff Bezos. But anyways, it's a good addition to your language learning toolkit because as you're reading, you can look up words like on the spot. So instead of having to like write down words you don't know and then like look them up later, or like pull out your phone or pull out a dictionary or something, you can literally just click right there in your e-reader and it'll tell you what word it is. There are also other features, like on mine you can make like flashcards out of them. I've never used that because I have my own flashcards, but it is useful to like have that list of words that you have saved, because then I can go back and look through all the words that I had to look up while reading the book, see which ones I still remember, kind of quiz myself. But yeah, e-reader, super good gift, although it is on the pricier side. You might be spending around $100 for a decent e-reader. Okay, number 2 is going to be an exam study book. For obvious reasons, having a textbook to study from occasionally is good. I do most of my practice now just like using Spanish, but I do still use one specific textbook that I want to recommend you guys. It's called Gramática de Uso del Español. And this is like the B1, B2 level. They also make it in A1, A2, and C1, C2. So like depending on the difficulty. But the reason I recommend this textbook, it's just like really well organized. Each page is like basically a different grammatical concept, and then there's like another page after it that's all just like exercises based on that concept. But I like that it's organized like page to page, so you're not reading like long chapters or anything. And then the best part about this textbook is that it's all in Spanish. The entire thing is in Spanish, so you're kind of like reading all the grammatical descriptions and everything in Spanish, and I think that is probably the best way to learn those things instead of trying to read it in English and understand it that way. Okay, the next gift idea that I had for you guys is a restaurant gift card. In general, I just think gift cards are underrated. I haven't been alive that long, guys, but I feel like in the past people used to give gift cards a lot more than they do now. I don't know, but yeah, it's a good gift because if someone just like gives me money or something, like I'm probably just gonna spend it on the things I usually spend money on, like my groceries, whatever. But if someone gives you a gift card, it's kind of like forcing you to do something nice for yourself. And I think if you can get someone like a gift card to like a nice restaurant or like medium nice restaurant where they'd be able to use their Spanish, or even just like kind of something culturally related, like maybe it's like a Cuban restaurant or like a Peruvian restaurant, and they can like try some new foods that they've been hearing about from their Spanish tutor, something like that. It's just like exciting, and it's something that they probably wouldn't usually spend their money on, but if you get them this gift card, again, it's kind of like forcing them to have this cool cultural experience, and is definitely going to be cheaper than an e-reader, right? Okay, the next idea I had is another type of gift card, but I would recommend an italki gift card. I've talked about italki many, many times on my channel. If you don't know by now, it's like an application where you can practice speaking. And really, I wouldn't usually recommend a gift card for like a sort of language learning application like this or language learning website. Like I wouldn't recommend that you get someone like a Babbel, subscription, or like Duolingo or anything like that, because those are, to me, those are more like personal decisions. Like if someone wants to use Babbel or Rosetta Stone or like Worlds Across or these other ones. But to me, italki is different, specifically because it kind of works for everybody, right? You can take all different types of lessons on it, and I promise they're not paying me, guys. Promise you. I just feel like you're never going to really have a bad experience with it. I mean, you might have like one-off bad experiences, right? But in terms of like, it's always going to help your Spanish. Whereas some people might be like, I don't really want to use Duolingo. I don't really want to use Babbel, these other resources. But yeah, italki is a great one. Next idea that I had for you guys is getting a journal for someone. So I love journals. My girlfriend always makes fun of me because I buy way too many journals for myself, and then I end up filling a couple pages of them and then just kind of leave them because I think they're pretty. But that's not totally true. I do occasionally fill up a journal and like finish a journal. Although I do prefer just receiving new journals. But anyways, my point is that it's a really good tool for language learning because like I have a journal that I just use for Spanish. I have it right here on my desk. Anytime I'm in an italki lesson or even like watching YouTube videos about Spanish grammar, stuff like that, I take notes in here. And it's just, yeah, I mean, you guys already know writing stuff by hand is a great way to remember it. It's better than just trying to like keep it in your head or even making notes on your phone. Writing by hand is great. Also, there's something like sort of just magical about having a journal, something romantic, it's just fun, writing in your journal like that. And obviously, it's a great way to practice that skill of writing in Spanish, which is something I need to do more. I do need to do more. I need to fill some of those journals that are mostly empty. That's going to be one of my New Year's resolutions, in fact, which I'll make another video about. But yeah, journal, great gift, and a particularly cheap one. You can get a super nice journal for like $10. Go to your local bookstore, find something cool. But don't get one of those ones with words on it where, they'll say like live, laugh, love, or like they'll just say stupid stuff on the front cover. Get like a one that looks cool, that like this one's made out of cork. But I feel like people don't usually like those ones with words on them. But, you probably know the person that you're buying for and you can make that decision. Okay, next gift idea that I had is some sort of cultural decor. As you can see behind me, this is a really cool painting that my mom recently got me. She found from a thrift shop for a couple bucks, and she's like, that's going to be perfect for Leo. So she brought it for me. Super nice gift. Yeah, and besides that, I've received a lot of other really cool gifts too from people that are sort of cultural things like that. My roommate, who's Argentinian, got me a really nice like mate gourd, and he got me into mate, so I started drinking that because of this gift that he got me. I've also had other friends get me posters, like little statues from their travels, things like this that, again, like as a language learner, you're constantly learning about the culture, and so it feels cool to kind of, motivate you to continue learning and just kind of resonate with all the stuff that you've been learning. Coming upon the last two ideas I have for you guys. Next one is board games in Spanish. So I'm a huge board game person. I love playing board games, especially word games. And if you're learning a language, Spanish or any language, playing a word game in that language is a great way to do it. I've done it before with my online tutors. You can also get a great board game in Spanish. So some examples I can give you guys are Codenames. That's one of my absolute favorite games. Codenames, really, really fun if you haven't played it before, and there is a version in Spanish. You could get Pictionary in Spanish. You could get Scattergories in Spanish. These are all great games that are going to help improve your vocabulary. For me, I would love to receive a gift like that because not only am I able to play it with like my Spanish-speaking friends, but also my group of friends that I'm starting to build of language learners. It's a great way to sort of learn together in a fun way. So yeah, board games in Spanish. Okay, and finally, the last one is going to be noise-canceling headphones, or just a nice pair of headphones in general, because it's something that as language learners we use all the time. The headphones are a tool, right? And they need to be good so you can hear the Spanish clearly, and possibly if it's noise-canceling, you can block out other noise around you. So yeah, nice pair of noise-canceling headphones. Okay, I hope this quick video was helpful for you to generate some ideas about what you could purchase for the language learner in your life this year for the holidays. But as always, please leave some comments below if you have other great ideas of things you can buy for your loved one who's a language learner, for your language learner friend. Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.